Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. So in this part we will see some more problems on this SSB Physics 2021. So here we are discussing some questions with the detailed solution. In this part we will see question number 16 to question number 20. So let us see the first question, that is question number 16. Using the value of the gamma function, that is gamma of half equal to root over pi, the value of the integral I equal to integration over 0 to infinite root over z exponential minus z cube into dz. So you have to calculate this value. So for this, first of all, let me tell you, while you are calculating the gamma function, you know gamma of z, this is equal to integration over 0 to infinite exponential minus t power z minus 1 into dz, into dt. Now for this, that is exponential minus t into t power z minus 1 dt integration from 0 to infinite, that is equal to gamma of z. Now here you can see in this expression, this is exponential minus z cube, but here this is simply exponential minus t. So here you need some power of z. So let us consider here, let t equal to suppose u cube, that is here this z power cube. So let me write z cube is your u cube, and if I will take the derivative of both sides, then this will be dt equal to 3u square into du. If I will substitute this value in this above expression, now this gamma of z can be written as, since here we are only substituting the values of the t, so that here there will be no changes in the variable z, and that is equal to, if you will substitute the value 0 in this expression, that is when t equal to 0, u cube equal to 0 or u equal to 0, and when t is infinite, then u will be infinite. So the limiting value will remain unchanged. And again exponential minus u cube into, this is t power z minus 1, it means this is into t power means this is u cube, u 3z minus 3, I can write 3z minus 3 because 3 is multiplied throughout this z minus 1. So simply I can write this is 3z minus 3. Okay. Now in place of dt, I will write 3u square into du. So into 3u square du. Now multiplying, we can write this is equal to 3 into integration over 0 to infinite exponential minus u cube u power, this is 3z minus 3, this is u square, so 3z minus 3 plus 2, that will be 3z minus 1. So I can write 3z minus 1 into du. Or so here you can see in the expression, that is we need only this term, that is exponential minus z cube into root over z dz. So for that, if I will write, or we can write, or integration over 0 to infinite exponential minus u cube u power 3z minus 1 into du, that will be equal to 1 by 3 into gamma of z, because 3 is divided here. So this is equal to 1 by 3 into gamma of z. Now in place of this expression, if I will substitute this value, so that is equal to, this value will be 1 by 3 into some gamma of z. Because now you can compare, so with this expression, if I will compare, e power minus u cube means here exponential minus z cube, so here u equal to suppose z. Okay, so here u equal to z. In place of u power 3z minus 1, here the z power is 1 by 2. So now you can compare with this expression, that is 3z minus 1 equal to 1 by 2. And now, or we can write 3z equal to 1 plus 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2. Or this can be written as z equal to 3 get cancelled, that is equal to 1 by 2. This is your z value. Now if I will put this value here, then this is equal to 1 by 3 into gamma of 1 by 2, and also You know gamma of half equal to root over pi. So your answer will be root pi divided by 3. So now you can check your answer. So your answer will be equal to root pi divided by 3. So this is our correct answer. So basically you can see in this expression, that is in this question, when it is in this form, that is exponential minus z cube. So in that part simply you have to take this z power 3 is t. Okay. So in this way you can solve. You have to remember gamma of z equal to integration over 0 to infinite exponential minus t power z minus 1 into dt. Now let us see the next question. The Laplace transform of the function f of t equal to sin hbt is. This is your sine hyperbolic function. So you know for the sine hyperbolic function, this is the direct relation. You can say the Laplace transform of the sine hyperbolic bt, that is equal to b divided by a square minus b square. So this is our correct answer. So you have to remember some basic formulas related to the Laplace transform. I have already discussed this one. So when the function is 1, then the Laplace transform of 1 is 1 by s, and here the condition is s should be greater than 0. And when the function is k, then the Laplace transform of the function k will be k by s, and here also s will be greater than 0. So this is the function f of t, let me write, and here this is the Laplace transform of the function f of t. Okay. And similarly, when here the value is exponential k into t, so for the exponential you will write the Laplace transform will be 1 by s minus k. And also if I will write t power any other variable, that is suppose a, so in that case you will write the Laplace transform will be gamma of a plus 1 divided by s power a plus 1. And here s should be greater than 0. And in the above exponential kt, here the s should be greater than k. Okay. Now the next we can see. So for the t power n, that is here n is the integer. So here n is the integer. So you will write n is the integer. This one is very important, this formulas. So where n is the integer, so you can write this is n factorial divided by s power n plus 1. Okay. And also here the s should be greater than 0. And similarly for cos hyperbolic function, that is suppose cos hyperbolic at is given, then for this the Laplace transform will be equal to s divided by s square minus a square. This is for the cos hyperbolic function, and here s should be greater than 0 and s should be greater than mod a. Okay, so here this is cos hyperbolic at. And similarly for cos at, that is cos function of at, so here the Laplace transform will be s divided by s square plus a square. So this is the basic difference between hyperbolic function and this cos function. And here also s greater than 0. For sine hyperbolic function, as I have already told you, so this will be sine HAT Laplace transform will be a divided by s square minus a square. And also here a would be greater than 0. And here s should be greater than modulus of a. And similarly for sine AT, this will be a divided by s square plus a square. And here a would be greater than 0. So these are your basic Laplace transform equation. So this is the direct question. The Laplace transform of the function sin hbt. So here the answer will be b divided by s square minus b square. Here you can see for the cos hyperbolic function and the sin hyperbolic function, for cos this will be s by s square minus a square, and for sin this will be a by s square minus a square. Okay. So now let us see the next question, the 18 number question number 18. So here the question is, a surface integral I equal to integration double integration, that is for the surface integral f dot ds is defined on a sphere x square plus y square plus z square equal to 9. If a vector equal to 2x I cap plus y j cap plus 2z k cap, then the value of the integral is. So here f vector is given and x square plus y square plus z square equal to 9, that is the sphere equation is given. So you have to calculate f dot ds. Now let us first calculate f dot ds. So this is the surface integral f dot ds. For this you can write this is equal to integration for the divergence of f dv, that is according to the Gauss divergence theorem you can write f dot ds, that is equal to the divergence of the function, that is f into dv. So in the question the f is given 2xik plus yzk plus 2zkk. So let me write first the function f is given f equal to 2x I cap plus y z cap plus 2z k cap. Okay. Now you have to calculate the divergence. So you know del dot f, that is the divergence of the vector f, that is equal to, for the divergence, that is for the delta operator, I will write I cap dou by dou x plus j cap dou by dou y plus k cap dou by dou z. This is the Cartesian representation of the del operator dot the f vector, that is 2x I cap plus yz cap plus 2z k cap. And here if I will take I dot I, then that will be 1 and I dot j, I dot k will be 0. So simply dou by dou x of 2x, that will be 2 and I dot I is 1, and here j dot j is 1 and other two term will be 0. Z dot j is 1 and dou by dou y of y will be 1 plus k dot k is 1 and dou by dou z of 2z, that will be equal to 2. Simply I can write 2. So 2 plus 2 plus 1, that will be 5. Now here in this expression, if I will put this value, you can see for this from this, just a minute. In this expression if I will put the value, then that is equal to this divergence of f dv, that will be, the value is 5 into, this is 5 into the integration over dv, and the dv integration will be equal to v, that is the volume integration, that will be v. And here it is already given that the sphere equation is x square plus y square plus z square, that is equal to 9. So this is given in this equation, you can see x square plus y square plus z square equal to 9. So in place of 9 we can write this is equal to 3 square, that is here the radius of the sphere will be equal to 3. And now the volume of the sphere will be equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube, and that will be equal to 4 by 3 into pi into, in place of r I will write 3 cube. So 1 3 get cancelled with this 3 cube. So that will be 3 square is 9 into 4, that will be 36 pi. And if I will put this value in this above expression, that is this 36 pi, if I will put this value here, then this is equal to 5 into 36 pi, that will be 180 pi. So here this is our answer, that is 180 pi. So this is our correct answer for this integration. Okay. Now let us see the next question. The next question, question number 19. The value of the integral, that is I equal to integration from minus infinite to plus infinite 1 by 1 plus x power 4 into dx is. So let me write the first, just a minute. Let me write the question first. Question is integration from minus infinite to plus infinite dx by 1 plus x power 4. So it will be better to remember just the formula, that is this value will be equal to pi by root 2, or I will derive it now. And also you should remember, let me write, this value will be equal to pi by root 2. And one more thing, that is integration from minus infinite to plus infinite dx by 1 plus x square, its value will be equal to pi. So these are the two important integration. You should remember this formula. Well, I will derive this one. Let me write. So this is the integration from minus infinite to plus infinite dx by 1 plus x power 4. Okay. So now first of all I will check for the singular point. So here you can see for the singular point you will put 1 plus x power 4 to be 0, so that this implies x power 4 will be equal to minus 1, and you know for the minus 1 I can write this is equal to exponential iota 2n plus 1 whole into pi. I think you can remember this one, or this is the x power 4 equal to this much, or we can write x will be equal to exponential, if I will take 1 by 4 in the power, then this will be iota 2n plus 1 whole into pi divided by 4. And here the n value varies from 0, 1, 2, 3, because it has x power is 4. So we will start from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, there are 4 roots of this equation. Or we can write, if I will put this value of n here, then x will be equal to exponential iota pi by 4, because 2 into n means 0. So that will be 2n pi by 4. Then for n equal to 1, this will be exponential iota 3 pi by 4. And for exponential n equal to 2, this will be exponential iota 5 pi by 4. And for n equal to 3, this will be exponential iota 7 pi by 4. Okay. So from these 4 roots, that is this one, these are your 4 roots of the x. Now we will see. Let me draw here. For this circle, for this one, this is suppose minus r to plus r. So here for the upper half of the circle, only these 2 roots, that is exponential I pi by 4 and exponential iota 3 pi by 4 only exist. And the 2, that is exponential I pi by 4 and I 7 pi by 4, they will not exist in this upper limit. So for only these 2 value, I will calculate the residue of the function. Now let me calculate the residue of the function. Let me calculate here. So first of all, I will calculate the residue of the function for exponential I pi by 4. So if I will write the residue of the function f, that is x equal to iota exponential iota pi by 4. Okay. So this will be equal to, you know, our function is 1 by 1 plus x power 4. You have to calculate the residue of this function. So the residue of this function will be equal to, this is in the form of pi x divided by psi of x. So it means this is your one function, that is 1, and another function is 1 plus x power 4. So to calculate this 1 by 1 plus x power 4, since it has the pole of order 1, you know, when the pole of order 1, then residue of the function, that is suppose f of x divided by some pi of x, then simply when it has the pole of order 1, simply you have to write f of x divided by the function derivative, that is pi prime of x. You have to calculate like this. So now for this, if I will calculate, so here this is 1, so I will write 1 divided by 1 plus x power 4 derivative, that will be 4x cube. So in this way you can calculate the residue. So let me erase this part. Okay. So this will be 1 by 4x cube, and here the x value is exponential I pi by 4. So this will be equal to 1 by 4 into exponential I pi by 4 power 3, that will be exponential I 3 pi divided by 4. Okay. And similarly, if I will calculate for the residue f of x at x equal to, you can see x equal to exponential I 3 pi by 4. So this will be exponential iota 3 pi by 4. Okay. Again, for this 1 by 4x cube value, I can write 1 by 4 into exponential 3 into 3, that will be 9 I 9 pi divided by 4. Okay. Now for that integration, that is this total integration dx by 1 plus x power 4, I can write, so for this total integration from minus infinite to plus infinite dx by 1 plus x power 4, that will be equal to 2 pi I into the sum over the residue, or I can write the residue 1. This one is your suppose R1 residue and this is your suppose R2. R1 plus R2, that is the sum of the residue, and that will be equal to 2 pi I into, in place of R1 I will write 1 by 4 into exponential 3 pi I by 4 plus, for R2 I will write 1 by 4 exponential 9 pi I by 4. Okay. And here if I will write, let me take common 1 by 4, this can be written as 2 pi I divided by 4. This will be exponential minus 3 pi I by 4 plus exponential minus 9 pi I by 4, because 1 by 4 is already taken common. Or this can be written equal to 2 pi I by 4. The exponential minus 3 pi I by 4, it can be written as, exponential minus I theta will be equal to cos theta minus I sin theta, So for that I will write, this will be 1 by root 2 minus 1 minus I, after substituting the value we will get this, plus for this exponential minus 9 pi I by 4 you will write 1 by root 2 1 minus I. Okay. Now if I solve this one, this 1 by root 2 into minus 1 and this 1 by root 2 into 1, these two term only get cancelled. Then minus I into 1 by root 2, and here also minus I into 1 by root 2 term will present. So for that I can write this is equal to 2 pi I divided by 4 into 1 by root 2 into this minus I becomes minus 2I. And that is also equal to, the value of I equal to root over minus 1. So the I square will be equal to minus 1. So I square minus 1 and this minus 1, they get cancelled, that will positive. So 2 pi into 2 pi, that will be 4 pi. So this 2 into 2 will get cancelled with this 4. So the final answer will be pi divided by root 2. So in this way you can calculate the value of the integration dx by 1 plus x power 4 from minus infinite to plus infinite. So it will be better for you to remember this formula, that is dx by 1 plus x power 4 will be equal to pi by root 2. When the integration varies from minus infinite to plus infinite, this is very important. And also dx by 1 plus x square integration from minus infinite to plus infinite will be equal to pi. Okay. Now let us see the next question. The dimensionality of the phase variables of a coplanar double pendulum is, this is the direct question. So the answer will be 4. So this is all for today. If you have any doubt, can ask me in comment section. You can also give your feedback on the comment section. Thank you all. Okay.